Hey Taurus, I'm here with your full reading for today through Halloween. I'm recording this on Monday, October 20th. This is a general reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Please let me know in the comments if this reading resonated with you. So we will go ahead and get started. All right, so Spirit, we're looking for guidance or insight for Taurus for the rest of October through Halloween. Guidance for Taurus. Right. What does Taurus need to know for the rest of October? All right. And I'll be using a traditional Celtic cross spread. I feel it gives a good overview of a situation. We'll go ahead and do the first part, and then we'll finish it out with the remaining 4 cards. All right, so it looks like the current situation, we have a 10 of Swords in this Halloween deck, Swords or Bats. So this card is one that scares a lot of people. It's about endings, but swords are the suit of the mind, of our thoughts, of communication, and a lot of times this is going to represent killing something mental. So it could be the unhelpful narratives in our head. It could be something that we're really worrying about. It could also be, communication issues with another person. But this suggests that right now you are in the midst of some type of ending. The challenge in this situation is the Ace of Pentacles, pumpkins in this deck. So this is a card about an opportunity, a seed that can be planted, in the realm of resources, finances, the home. As a challenge, I feel like this is suggesting that, in this 10 of Swords situation, you don't see an opportunity to resolve it. You aren't really seeing a solution to whatever this situation is. And with this being Pentacles, I feel this has something to do with your material world. And as we look through the rest of the spread, this should come into focus. In the recent past, we have the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is a very logical, truthful, intelligent figure. He holds the sword of truth. So this is the divine masculine within the suit of swords. So he really represents that that voice of reason, the person who knows the truth. So this is suggesting to me that this current 10 of Swords situation, you've recently kind of had to face the truth, really look at things logically. And, that can be difficult. And that may be part of what's leading to this 10 of Swords is coming to grips with something recently. In the near future, could be before the month is over. Just kind of depends on timelines, but current energy of the situation is leading to the Emperor. And the Emperor is boss energy. So, this is a confident leader, someone who provides guidance, stability, big boss energy. So, in light of the spread so far with this in your near future, this is suggesting to me that you're going to move past this situation just fine. Right now, you're in the grips of an ending. You're feeling like there's not an opportunity to deal with this. You've had to really face the truth of a situation, and you're going to be just fine. You're gonna be able to take control of this with confidence. It could also be that this is someone external, but I'm not really intuitively feeling that way. This is telling me that you're gonna deal with this and you're gonna be just fine. The kind of current outlook, what we're aware of in the situation, kind of how you're seeing the situation, is the Four of Cups. And this card represents apathy, kind of being emotionally checked out, withdrawing emotionally a bit. So, this is suggesting to me that you're really feeling the weight of this Ten of Swords, of this ending. That challenge is really heavy. The challenge of maybe not being able to see that opportunity, that tangible thing that can help to resolve the situation, or make it easier for you, or whatever that is. And that's leading to some apathy, just feeling kind of checked out, which makes sense. When we feel like we don't have an opportunity to resolve something that's really got us down, it's easy to just withdraw. What's just under the surface, or not known to us, is the Knight of Swords. There's a lot of swords in this, so very much in the head, in the realm of our thoughts. You're thinking a lot about whatever this situation is. And what's just under the surface is the Knight of that same suit. And where the King is, he knows the truth. The Knight is after the truth. The Knight is moving forward. The Knight is navigating those mental things. So, I think this suggests to me that that you're getting there. You're on your way. You may feel kind of stuck, checked out, but I think you're closer to this Emperor energy than you think, and you are moving forward in this process. So let's go ahead and pull the rest of the thread. I'm just going to scoot this over a little bit. All right. You're going through it right now, but you're going to be fine. Okay, so the advice, we have the Tower. And the Tower is another one of those cards that is kind of, scary or whatever, like a Ten of Swords. We might get a little nervous when we see it, but the Tower also represents an ending, a crumbling, but it's specifically about, that bolt of lightning coming from out of nowhere and starting the tower to crumbling. But the tower needs to fall in order to be rebuilt. So in the advice position, I think this is just reaffirming that this Ten of Swords thing needs to end. That ending needs to happen in order for you to start again, in order for you to build back better on whatever that is that's tumbling down. So again, as advice, this is just saying it needs to fall down. It needs to end so that you can start again. In the position of external factors, we have the Devil. So, in this position and in relation to the rest of your spread, I'm seeing this as those things that can kind of come into the situation and hold you up. This can be bad habits. This can be the rude voice in your head, imposter syndrome. I think this is also kind of feeding into your challenge of, not seeing an opportunity. The Devil, being those thoughts in our head that are kind of, nagging. It's like that scratchy sweater that you just want to take off. I think that that's contributing to some of these feelings around, overwhelm, not seeing a solution. So just be aware of these external factors, of these outside things that don't really serve us, that can kind of rear their ugly heads and come up in these hard situations. This can also be addictions and things like that. So just be aware of these potential external factors that can be affecting you in this situation. Hopes and fears. We have the Knight of Imps. So this is the Knight of Wands. So this is another knight. The knights are doing, the knights are action, and the Wands suit is also action and doing and passion, moving forward confidently. So I think, you hope to be able to embrace this energy, to confidently move forward, knowing you are on the right path, you're doing the right thing, having that passion and certainty as you move forward. I think you want that. You want to be able to let go of this. You want to be able to let the tower crumble. And I think that with this Knight of Swords in the position of what's not known to us, you're more capable of this than maybe you think, because this is a hope, right? So I think, under the surface, you got this. A lot of it is a mental game, but I think you have more of that Knight energy than maybe you feel you do, with that apathy and the rest of what we've kind of discussed in the spread. So, you hope to be able to do this. And in the final outcome, we have another Wands card. So this is the 3. And the 3 comes after the 2, which is planning. So this is after we've done some planning, after we have made some efforts toward whatever it is that we're trying to do. We're just taking a moment to pause and plan on how to move further forward. So this is going to suggest to me that, within this period, soon you're going to get to this point where you're going to be in a better place. You're going to take a second to pause and say, all right, we got here, now how do we move forward? So, you know, between this and the Emperor, you know, these are both fiery cards. The Emperor is the Aries card, you know, that fire, that confidence. You know, this is another wand, you know, about having taken action, looking at how to move forward. So this is suggesting to me, along with the Knights, that you're going to move out of this kind of yucky, stuck, kind of almost helpless situation you might be in. You know, I see action here. I see you coming out on the other side strong. Just remember that the tower needs to fall so that you can build up again. And you know, there may be some external factors trying to get in your way, but I think overall this is really favorable and does drive the point home that you're going to be okay. You're going to get through it. You may not see the opportunity right now, but it's there. And with these swords, I think you are reaching some understanding of what that's going to look like. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up with an oracle card. And I think in this case, since direction, you know, what the right thing to do, I'm going to go ahead and use one of these. All right, so Spirit, what additional guidance do we have for Taurus as they navigate the ending that they're going through right now? What additional guidance do we have? All right. The Age of Light. And the kind of flavor of these cards is very spiritual, but, you know, the guidance can be applied in whatever way makes sense to you. So this is the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. The Age of Light. Mystics and sages throughout the ages have predicted this period in history, and you decided to incarnate in the middle of it. There's no mistake that you are supposed to be here at this time of great change. If you ever feel unprepared or daunted by the path that is calling you, know this. You've been training for this for lifetimes. You're way more than the days that have breathed through you in this life. You're also all of the lifetimes that came before. All of these experiences have polished your soul into the most magnificent expression that is your authentic self. Your soul has many facets. Imagine a fingerprint. Your soul is 1,000,000 times more intricate than that. If you put together all of the fingerprints of all of the people you have been, you would not even get close to fathoming how much of a unique masterpiece you are. You came in with a clear soul plan. You came in with wisdom beyond your years. This is the part of you that longs to be seen. This is the part of you that is ready to step forward, that is ready to emerge. This is not the lifetime to stay hidden, but to step forth, be seen, and rise. So I'll say, even if, you know, you don't believe in reincarnation, soul contracts, all of that, the underpinning of this is to really step back and look at all of your strengths, everything that you've learned and accomplished, and all of the growing that you've done, you know, even throughout this life, to appreciate, you know, how wonderful you really are, and to see how capable you are. Because I think that's one of the themes in this spread was that little bit of pensiveness about how to move forward, well, you are capable of it. You're truly capable of it. So I think this is just asking you to embrace that you got this. You know, you've been through a lot. You've probably been through worse. You know, maybe consider the storms you've already weathered and how you were able to do that. So you can weather this one too. I really hope that this reading has been helpful to you and will give you some guidance for the rest of the month. And I'll be back for a reading for November. Take care.